Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Me Rejuvenating Monday, where I believe that Mondays should be optional. With the exception of a doctor's appointment, it is optional. So I have been promising you over and over again. I was telling you that I wanted to talk to you all about fasting. Um, and so that's what I'm dealing with today, a type of fasting that is called OMAD. And it's an acronym that means one meal a day. All right. My name is Sheila Rollins, and I am the founder of H.U.L.A Ministries, Entertainment, and Associates, Inc. And on this YouTube, we are Overcomers Anonymous, where we support anyone desiring to overcome anything. And we do it with Jesus Christ being a higher power and what he's accomplished for us on the cross. So what is the OMAD diet? Well, it's where you fast like a large portion of the day and eat either daytime or nighttime, whatever the case is. Somewhat sort of like intermittent fasting. But the only thing about that's different, I think, that than intermittent fasting is that you either eat like after sunset or before sunset. Where it comes to intermittent fasting, it's kind of interchangeable. Like you may fast 40 days and 40 days where you eat at night, or you may fast 40 nights where you eat in the daytime. Well, with the OMAD, it's kind of like more, I guess, stationary, whatever, than that. Like, okay, one of the reasons why I have chosen this is because when I did the intermittent fasting, where I fasted um, all day long and then I could eat at night, but because I have trouble eating at night, I have trouble sleeping. That'll give me a nightmare if I eat late at night and indigestion and all of that. What I would do is I would eat like right before the sunrise, and that would end my that would be like my daytime fast pretty much. Was that right? Daytime? I get it mixed up sometimes. But anyway, so I would eat right before the sunrise, and that way I would fast all day long. Okay. So what I've learned from that is that I had a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of energy. And I noticed too that if you go to the hospital and you sick, and they doing testing and stuff like that, they may make you fast for a few days. And it has its benefit because it has a way of like rebooting your system in a way, your metabolism, that kind of thing. It can really check like some re regenerative diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, that kind of thing. And other problems too, like I have the kidney thing going on right now because of the car accident, or just I don't know, aging, I don't really know. And so the main reason why I want to do it is because through Christ, and it's only, God knows it's only through Christ, I want to learn how to control this eating. And so that's why this YouTube is entitled 50 Years of Slavery with Binge Eating. Okay. So basically, it's like this thing has really thrown me about. Like, first thing in the morning when I open my eyes, it's like, eat this, eat this, eat this other. And then Satan just he pumps it up. He uses my imagination to make it sound delicious, desirable, irresistible if you have it. And then it's my money. Have you? It's my money that is being used to buy these things. Okay, so all along, it's like I'm being used. And the whole thing is to turn me into a glutton. You know what I'm saying? Turn me into a glutton to where I'm so focused on eating until I don't have time to focus on God. this is the thing that's been really, really happening to me. Or on my aspirations, the things that I want to accomplish in my life, because afterwards it's like, you know, after eating, then, I'm eating too much. And so then I'm sleeping. So I spend my time eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom, washing dishes, eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom, constantly. And it's like, I don't see a way that I can get my accomplishments, my goals met. But what I have learned with intermittent fasting and fasting where I eat, like, okay, like right now, I was eating at 3 o'clock and I've already started this. I'm 3 days in. So before I did it, what I did was, okay, I learned it worked with intermittent fasting, but then I also learned too that in my 50th birthday party, I wanted to, one of my friends that had passed, Dawn Adams, who had passed, I wanted something to represent her being at my birthday party. So I found a red dress that she wore at a wedding, and she was gorgeous. Now, Dawn's a little bit taller, a little thinner than me. So, I had to work a little bit magic to get in that dress. And so I had a whole year. So it ended up that I had 8 weeks left. 8 weeks that I had to fit into this dress. I don't know what size it was. But anyway, in 8 weeks, I ate at 3 o'clock. I drank like 2 quarts of water. And then an hour later or so, then I ate my meal. Okay. And I came down nicely. Okay. And I worked all day long. I had a lot of energy and everything. And you would think that if you're just eating one meal a day, you wouldn't have the energy. But I had loads of energy. I was getting things done. I was working on that birthday party nonstop, just making things, centerpieces and, corsages and whatever. Like a whole year I had to do this. And other things too. Like I said, I worked, I believe at the time, yeah, I ran a daycare, at the time. I'm dealing with parents, dealing with kids, and you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, from that, I believe that God has led me to this to do in a way of confronting this disease that I've been battling for about 50 years or more. Okay. And the other thing too is that, and while I say I'm leading on Christ, is like in the Bible, this man brought his child to the disciples, because his child was, it had a demon basically, and they called the child a lunatic. And this demon inside would throw the child in wood, in fire to try to burn it, or in water to try to drown it. And so he brought it to the disciples, and the disciples couldn't help him. And then he brought him to Jesus, and Jesus healed them. Okay. And so Jesus' disciples asked this question. It's like, why? Why could we not heal this man? Why? This child, why couldn't we? And Jesus said, this kind doesn't come out unless through fasting and prayer. So OMAD, which means one meal a day, is a type of fasting. Now, I'm going to be doing like intermittent fasting for like 17 days. Like I said, I'm already 3 days in. And so up until I think like the 13th of December, and then I'll have a free day, which is the 14th. And then after that, I'll finish up with the other 17 days to complete the 35 days of day and night, 17 days and 17 nights of fasting. And then when it comes to January 1st, I'm going to be ready to start OMAD. Now, for me, I want this to be a lifestyle. I don't want it to be something that I start and stop, because I'm telling you, when I try to eat just 2 meals a day, now, in the Bible, everywhere where God fed his people, it was 2 meals a day. In the wilderness, when he fed Elijah in the brook Cherith, it was meals a day. So that's regular. Okay, so for OMAD, it's like I believe that as we get older, as we become more spiritual, the less food that we need. Okay. I seen it with Elijah, I believe it was Elijah when God told him, get up, get up, get up, get up and eat. And the Bible says that that meal that he ate and that water that he drank, it carried him for 40 days and 40 nights he had nothing else to eat. Okay. And so, like I said, in the Bible, well, I didn't say this, but in the Bible, Jesus says that his meat and his drink was to do the will of his Father. And so, have you ever been so excited about something that you forget to eat? You know? And so, I would imagine that that's how excited that Jesus was to be here on this earth and to do things for him. Not that he forget to eat, but he had no appetite, you know? And so, I'm just looking for great things. So, I just wanted to kind of get my weight, my starting weight. Okay. And so basically, I'm on a scale. I don't know if you can see that. And it's saying about 145. It's saying about 145. And I'll let you get a look at mommy. Okay. Uh, okay. So, I mean, I'm 30 pounds overweight, but I don't look horrible. I don't look horrible. So I'm looking to really trim down. I'm looking to trim down. I'm looking to have more energy. I'm looking to have my metabolism like reset because basically what I'm told is that an OMAD diet or even an intermittent fasting diet, it brings your insulin down and it allows you to get your energy from fat. So whatever excess fat that you have, that's where you'll begin to get your energy from. So basically, you'll slim down. So this is a great way if you have different illnesses and stuff like that. Remember, I'm not a doctor, not a nutritionist, or nothing like that. I just looked this stuff up. But it's a great way to get some control if you have different illnesses and that kind of thing. So and that part where I said this kind only comes out by fasting and prayer, and that's Matthew 17:21. And so basically, there's a many of people that fasted in the Bible. You have Jesus himself, you have Moses, and you had Elijah, and different ones in the Bible. So it's not a new thing. It is a spiritual thing though. So basically, it's like I've been just leaning on God, and just like crazy, and I've been like not being overwhelmed by the days to come. Like sometimes we can look at the days to come and say, "Oh my God, we got so many days," but I'm not doing that. It's like I've been taking it moment by moment, whatever that comes my way. If I'm hungry, I say, "Oh God." I'm feeling a little bit hungry, deal with it, boom, it's going, or if I'm feeling like, I want something. And a lot of times it's what, because I am not like hungry like that. You know what I'm saying? My body is used to eating at a certain time. So, of course, I may respond to that a little bit. Now, I did yesterday. I haven't had anything today. And so, basically, on this part of the diet, or well, like I said, it's a lifestyle for me, but on this portion right here, I'm starting to eating at 1, and it's 24 hours. Um, so at 1, because it's like I'm still drinking the blueberries, and alternating blueberries and carrot juice, every other day. I'm doing that. I'm neutralizing my system or alkalining my system with lemon and the apple cider vinegar, the raw apple cider vinegar, and the different herbs and stuff. So I'm doing that. So I don't eat until like after that. And so I'm not a person that can eat late. So whereas I was starting at 3 o'clock, it was taking me into 7. I go to bed early. So, I had to break it at 1 so that I can get that all in and be done by like 5, 6 at the latest. Okay, so basically that's all I have for you. So I'm giving you plenty enough time. So if you want to do it with me, like right now, I'm doing an intermittent fasting. I'm getting started so that when it comes to January 1st, I'll be in my new lifestyle with the OMAD diet. Does it mean I'm gonna be bony? Don't want to be. No, no. It's gonna really help me, to tone up because I have been like exercising, and the Lord's blessed me. I'm getting pretty routine thanks to your prayers, So welcome. I didn't welcome you. I hope you felt welcome. I love you. To my 105 subscribers, thank you so much. And those of you that view silently, and also those of you who keep coming back, and those that are here for the first time, I hope you felt welcome. If you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe, which is totally free. Hit the word subscribe, a bell will come up. Hit the bell and you'll see the word all. Hit all, and that way, every time I do a new upload, you'll get a notification. And remember to share everywhere on all social media platforms. Encourage subscription as you share. And remember to subscribe yourself. I love you. See you in the next YouTube. Now to him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. I love you. See you in the next YouTube.